Hey guys. So I just wanted to go over kind of the progression that's been happening with the Painter software. This is to map the Z value for everything. Um, and I think I've got all my versions in the right order. And I'm going to kind of, hopefully I can keep track of this because we put in like 30 hours in the past week or week and a half working on this thing to get it better. I think this is what we started with. So if I send them there, you can see how many dots they get. And I'm actually very surprised it did not screw up on the tree. Normally, they'll go up on the tree and they would stick up in the air until they'd hit the next area that's close to their height, and then you have to bring them back. But even this, you know, horrible coverage, just just horrible. And I mapped for hours and hours. Like, oh, see there, they're stuck up in the air, and there another one stuck up in the air. So they're screwing up the the Z values the entire time they're doing that. If I can zoom in enough, yeah, see them? They're floating away up there. So that was the first version. Then not 100%. I can't remember exactly what we changed on the second one. Oh, that's right. Okay, so what we did is we added a center wide. Oh, wait, hang on. And it would have been this long range. And hang on, I screwed up. You have to make sure you actually turn the piece of software on first. Okay. Yeah, so at first, then we still had the same speed, and now we came up with a wider patch to work with, a wider group. And we still basically, well, see, still the same thing. Bigger coverage, still still the same scattering, and they're going to keep messing up on the trees like there. There you go. Perfect example. So, and sorry, you have to restart this every time you go to change something. And the stupid black screens are from it asking for permission to run the program. Um, so then we thought, well, why don't we slow them down? So now, and I did it again. Yeah, so I figured, why don't we slow them down and maybe they will map a good bit better. So we added long range slow. And set my XY. And there's our center wide. Now, once we moved it to slow, see? It's getting them, it's missing a few, and okay, oh, there. The one guy is still floating. And you can see that when that happens, he's dragging that wrong value with him the entire way. So then Dustin went ahead and did this. And sorry, there's no quicker way to do this. So we're going to go long range, set XY. And now here's center wide. So he fixed it now to where they don't mess up on the trees. They auto correct. they completely reset their Z value based on the ones that are next to them. So there, nobody else up in the air. And on top of that, they hit basically every single block. They don't hardly... Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. This one did miss more. Yeah, I forgot. This one was one miss more. So we'll stop them. And we will load up the latest one, which, as always, the latest is the greatest. And this one actually doesn't map on an angle anymore. And let me zoom out so I can find out where I need to be. Oh. Need long range on, or it's not going to find me. Is running. And for some reason, it's not following me. Okay, hang on. I'm actually gonna have to take a guess at this. I just need to get them set up where I think they would be. I think it's probably gonna be somewhere. No, this will be close enough. Good enough. Don't care. All right. So I want to map east to west. Center map east to west. And there they are. And yeah, oh yeah, I am close. Okay, I actually need to be to the north a little bit. Just want to try and kind of get this lined up so I don't waste any of my time mapping. And it might not work here because of the slope. If the slope is too high from where you are and you're trying to bring the group in, they'll bury themselves in the mountain. So you kind of, you have to pick. Oh, okay, we got everybody. Oh, and we're lined up good. All right. Well, just for the heck of it. Yeah, okay, never mind. We'll just send them this way. And that is completely wrong because I hit the wrong button. All right, let's bring them back the right way. And then I'll send them back off. But now you can see, bottom line is, look at that. That's perfect. We can map north-south, east-west. And it actually did miss a dot, which is very odd. I'm going to stop them right here, just real quick. Just so I can show you. So you can see I mapped this entire area. And it missed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. Those were already there. 6 dots over that entire area, not having to mess with anything, not having to worry about trees. It paints perfectly. I can't explain exactly how good this is. From where we were, and like I said here, this whole thing, this is Kellinar, and this equates to 30 hours right now. Probably about, actually more like 31, maybe 32 at this point. But since he made the change, I went ahead and I've mapped all this in. And yeah, actually here, so you've seen it paint. You know what it does. Let me show you a little progression of how the maps went. It actually gets addicting because it's kind of like a scratch thing. I don't know, a scratch picture, and you got to scratch crap off to see the picture, and you start getting a little more addicted to it and addicted to it. So that was when I first started. That was probably like the first. That was probably like the first 2 or 3 days, I think. And that was when everything was mapping all sketchy. You can see all the dots that are down in through here, the crap that it missed, and then we got the next day and got all this outlined a little bit more around. Then I think it's going to be a big jump because I think I missed a save. Yeah, yeah. So the whole city's in now, and all this is done. And then we're up to the current. Oh, that's right. I trimmed and cleaned all this back, fixed all the dots. And okay, the current one actually is this one. It's just not saved yet. And always do save as, never hit save. So here, we'll save this. So yeah, from that to that in a matter of very limited time compared to what it was taking me, it's really fast now. They might move slower, but I don't care. They're not missing dots. I'm not sending them back and forth a million times to get them to cover an area and keep missing the same dot over and over again. So yeah, this will easily be all filled in within, well, I can't tomorrow because I don't have time, but this area will be filled in really quick, and then we just start chugging on through the rest of this. But I should have a kind of a beginner's tutorial on this, a video out maybe Sunday. It all depends because Dustin right now is working on to where these guys will go 500 in one direction, and then they will shift a row and come back, and they will actually auto paint a 500 by 500 square. And these maps are 2000 by 2000. So a 500 by 500 square is a big chunk. And you can just basically start it and let it go. And as long as nothing goes crazily wrong, like if there's a building in the way or something like that, it will map out your whole square for you. You can start it, go away, make dinner, do some stuff around the house, come back and check on it every now and then just to make sure it's going good. And it's going to be very automated. So as long as he gets that done and I have time to test it and make sure I can't find, any flaws or bugs in it, then I'll have the videos up on Sunday. I would say the latest would be like Monday or Tuesday, somewhere in that range. Just depends on how things go. But yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to give you an update. And we look forward to hopefully having some help because this is not going to be a difficult thing to do. It's still going to take a lot of detail. We got to go around a lot of stuff and outline it so things can't roam through it or pass through it. But it is probably 100 to 150% faster than it was. So huge, huge improvements. But all right, y'all have a great night, and I will be talking with you soon.